Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Just I start to cry, and I'm just trying to hold it together. And it's just, I look like I'm high.
Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to put him on the spot. G'day, you beautiful bastards, and welcome to another edition of 2C3 Pod Trailer Park. That's right, we're going to review some of the freshest trailers that have come to the interwebs this week. My name is Mitchell, along with
Laughing McGee,
Dylan, and we want you to like and subscribe to the video and make sure to support the channel as best you can. But not only that, what else do we have, Dylan?
we've got podcasts everywhere. Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and of course,
YouTube.
Big Summer Blowout. Make sure you subscribe and like on all of those platforms. Leave us a nice little review down below as well. Most importantly, Apple Podcasts. We love getting those reviews coming through. Even the massive 1-star that we got. How hilarious if you watch this. Anyway,
When you watch this.
That's right. But we've got some trailers to rip into this week, and we'd love to hear what you think about all of these down below.
But not only that, that podcast that you said comes out on all those platforms. We
That's
do
right.
stream it live every single week at twitch.tv/2C3pod live. Be
That's right.
interactive, be a part of the podcast. We would love to see you there. But more importantly, like and subscribe.
Absolutely. Let's get into... I mean, it's time to go home, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. I think
better
we've
get
said
rid of this dirty tissue.
We've said what we need to say, but anyway. Yeah,
That's
so
right.
That's enough. Medicine, mate, because it's time to head on down to the trailer park. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to review with some clever little descriptions here some trailers from the interwebs now this week.
That's right.
All right, should we just rip-roar into it?
I'm waiting for you.
Okay, that's right. All right, here you go, Dylan. Here you go. We got one for you straight off the bat.
Excellent. What do we got?
Well, we have After We Fell. Past tense. Well, here you go, Dylan. One just for you. Since the world can't get enough of this film franchise, here we have another one for us all. After We Fell is the third installment following the raging boner success of After We Collided last year. Honestly, you could have told me this was the trailer for the first or the second one, and I would have believed you. Full to the brim of the exact same content, essentially softcore porn involving a lot of ice cubes for the first 30 seconds, and then the final 30 seconds is made of them arguing, sex and fights. That's the trailer. Give me nothing on the plot, but hey, sex and fights. Oh yeah, coming later this year.
Sex and fights is what this entire franchise is all about.
Yeah.
I've recently watched After We Collided, the previous films in this franchise. I watched After We Collided, the sequel first.
Yeah.
After it came out at the movies and my wife wanted to see it, so I thought, you know what, sometimes these romantic chick flicks, essentially, sometimes they're good. And I watched it, I thought, you know what, this is actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
It's your very typical stock standard. These films are designed for young teenagers who are starting to experience these types of emotions, within themselves and how to express themselves. And it's got that very young love drama feeling to it. However, this trailer definitely indicates that After We Fell is following the same beats as the previous films, where these two people who are both beautiful people, they fuck and they fight and they argue, and they're talking about trust issues, which has happened in the previous ones. I look at this from the married perspective and go, just end it. Just fucking end it. Because if you're having this much trouble after like a week, just end it. Just end it.
But also, how many times do you have to go back and come back and stop and go back and
Oh,
somebody
but
else?
you've got to follow your heart, and I get all that shit, but at the same time, like, it's no good. Hero finds Tiffin plays Harden Scott, who's basically the bloke. His name is Harden.
Wow.
Yeah, terrible name. Anyway, he plays the bloke in this. And then we've got Josephine Langford plays Tessa, who's essentially the main character. It's telling her narrative of her experiences with this bloke who's she's fallen in love with, essentially. And they've had those, trivial sort of moments throughout their relationship where they've gone their separate ways and they've been drawn back together, through various moments in time. But
of course,
this far in, I'm going to watch this with the same thought process as the previous films, is that it is not designed for people like me.
Yeah.
Sour old blokes who are like well married and do not want anything to do with the dating scene and go, you know what? I'm so glad I'm married because I don't have to deal with any of this shit that I'm watching right now. But still enjoy it for what it is. So, After We Fell, I'm down. I'm going to watch it.
Exactly. You fell down into this one and you approved.
Yeah.
No, me? No, no interest.
Not a chance? Yeah,
No,
fair enough.
Exactly. See, I'm not of the married type, but I also am too old for this kind of petty bullshit.
Right. And
So,
you get what I
at
mean,
the same
yes.
time, teenagers enjoy it. I'm sure it'll be a great time.
That's right.
All right, let's move on to something we can both actually get behind.
That's right. Well, we've got 2 more trailers this week, and I have a feeling we can say that happily for both of these.
Oh, hardcore, big time. All right, let's move into boss level. So we've all seen these types of movies before. A Groundhog Day film. They've been done to death in recent years with Happy Death Day and Palm Springs, but why do it again? You know why? Because it looks fun as fuck. Boss Level sees Frank Grillo as a man repeatedly replaying the day he is assassinated. He seems to get through a plethora of attempts to kill him, but by the end of the day, he always dies. So how can he ever escape this time loop and reunite with his wife? Well, that's the question. So much bloodshed, unnecessary action, and famous faces including Naomi Watts, Ken Jeong, Will Sasso, Rob Gronkowski, Rampage Jackson, and 2C3 Pod Hall of Famer Mel fucking Gibson fill out this trailer, and I have to say, I can't wait to see this. Oh wait, it's coming to Hulu March 5, but more recently, it's in Australian cinemas right now, so we're gonna fucking see it.
Fucking yes, I'm excited about this. Fucking yes. You know, Frank Grillo, in this film, in this trailer,
Yeah.
you know, you see him with his shirt off, and the dude is cut to the bone.
Oh, yeah.
You know he's nearly 60 years of age?
I know, it is insane.
That Hollywood
Where
diet,
he complaining
man.
about sore backs and our legs aching.
Yeah, like my knee is sore today. Have I done anything? No.
The weather changed slightly.
Yeah, that's right. But Frank Grillo, man, the thing about Frank Grillo, he's done a lot of like direct-to-DVD films, yet I think he's got like... He was in Captain America. He was in like the Avengers movies essentially for a long period of time.
He's had those moments.
That's right, but he's always played kind of the mainstay action character in a lot of these B-rate films, I guess. And Boss Level, to me, the trailer itself does very much feel like a direct-to-DVD B-rated film. However, because there's not a great deal of other things coming out at the moment, it gives movies like this a chance to be at the forefront of cinema and the trailer landscape, because this film is being marketed hard. And you know what?
Absolutely.
As you mentioned, we've seen 100 movies, like Edge of Tomorrow is another good one, where
that's right,
they die, live, repeat, die, live, repeat, Groundhog Day, Palmer Springs, that kind of story. And when I saw this trailer, I was like, oh, we got another one? You know what? Fuck it. Cool. I'm in. You know,
exactly.
And then I watched the trailer. It's violent. It looks like it's going to be funny. Frank Grillo's like, I got to deal with this shit, you know. And then he dies in the most interesting and crazy and bombastic ways. And Mel Gibson also, I love seeing Mel Gibson have fun. In movies. So
absolutely.
Naomi Watts is a weird adaptation of this though. Like,
it's strange that she's made this because, like you said about straight to DVD type films and Frank Grillo and that type of thing,
seems on another level.
No, that's right. And this film definitely, if the virus didn't exist, this was not coming to cinemas.
No,
like full stop. Like this is a straight
not
to
here
DVD.
in Newcastle anyway.
No, that's exactly right. It might have got a couple of screenings in a big city, but not here in Newcastle. It would not have been, and the promotion for it as well.
That's right.
It would not have existed, you know. So Naomi Watts, I mean, maybe she got heads up that it might get a cinema release, you know, kind of things. I'm not sure. Maybe her career's in the shitter and we just haven't noticed.
Maybe.
Who knows? But either way, big summer blowout. I'm keen for this one. Everything about this, I will be seeing this in cinemas, and it is in Australian cinemas right now.
Absolutely. I also know that this is being directed by, I'm pretty sure Joe Carnahan is the guy who did, or at least in the trailer it says that somebody involved in the creation of this film is also the director of The Grey.
Oh, yeah.
Liam Neeson fighting wolves with in the...
You're just kind of talking me out of it now.
In saying that, that was like a big blockbuster film, essentially.
Yes, exactly.
So being a kind of a B-looking film, it's got, you know, AAA level production behind it.
No,
so,
it does. The production looks amazing. It doesn't look cheap.
No, it doesn't. So it kind of feels like it should be, though.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm getting out of this, and I'm super excited. I'm really keen to see this fucking movie.
Absolutely. Well, we'll add it to the list, and maybe you can add it to yours. Let us know in the comments below.
Absolutely.
But moving on to the final one. Now, this one, the trailer did come out when we were on our holiday hiatus.
That's right.
So we haven't had a chance to talk about it too much. So we have to break this one down, and I'm sure you can see it in the thumbnail. Willys Wonderland.
Willys Wonderland. Oh my God, let's talk about this movie.
Oh, we will. Now, this trailer may be a few weeks old, and this film may be out on demand outside of Australia right now, but God damn it, we don't have it here yet, and we want to talk about it. Now, for fans like myself of the popular video game series Five Nights at Freddy's, we better grab a hold of this and embrace it, because who knows how much longer we will have to wait for a film adaptation. Here we find the one and only Nick Cage doing what Nick Cage does best, kicking robot ass. Well, maybe not what he's known for, but what I'm not complaining. A silent drifter gets stuck in the middle of nowhere, and to get repairs done to his car, he must complete the dreaded janitorial night shift at Willys Wonderland, a harmless children's restaurant and playground. Or is it? Seems as though the animatronics have a mind of their own and a taste for human flesh. Can he and a pack of horny teenagers survive? Available now in US markets on home demand, and coming to Australia via Blu-ray April 21st and potentially April 1st on demand.
Regardless of what you say about Nicolas Cage and his career, we've talked about it plenty of times on our podcast, links down below. We love the guy.
Absolutely.
And he's making all the right choices for the films that he wants to make. Willys Wonderland, if anybody out there involved in the making of this film adamantly denies that this has any influence from Five Nights at Freddy's, you are surely mistaken. This is absolutely a live adaptation version of Five Nights at Freddy's, whether it likes to say it or not.
Oh, legally they have denied it and not said it.
Yeah, but absolutely at 110%.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely is. And you know what? I like the spin that they're putting on this, that he's not trapped in there with the animatronics. The animatronics are trapped in there with Nick Cage, and I really... The thing about Five Nights at Freddy's that doesn't really grip me is that there's no way to fight back. I like horror games where you get to fight back. Yeah. This is going to be that version of the film where the character gets to fight back, and I'm keen as hell. I'm jazzed.
No, absolutely. But my favorite part of this entire film concept, besides the obvious concept of the film, is the fact that Nick Cage is playing just a drifter. He becomes a janitor.
He's not even noted as a character in the IMDb list. He's just noted as the janitor.
No, that's exactly right. But that's also because he has no lines. He's doing silent horror. Yeah. And I could not be more keen for that.
Acting through his actions, and storytelling through his actions, I should say.
Exactly, and his facials and stuff like that. And it looks like there's a little bit of smidge of comedy in there as well, but most of the time it looks like it's just Nick Cage getting covered in blood, and I can't fucking wait.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
Yeah, absolutely. So am I. So this is absolutely a big summer blowout as well.
If you are outside of Australia and you have seen this film, please tell us what you think below. No spoilers, of course, but tell us what you think and whether or not we are hyping it up too much, or maybe it is what we expect.
You know what? Even if we are hyping it up too much, this movie, I think no matter how much we hype this up, this movie is absolutely going to be what we expect it to be.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm absolutely 100% down. But as Mitchell just said, let us know what your thoughts are down below on all these trailers that we just watched, and what movies are you looking forward to that are coming out later this year in the year 2021. But as always, this is another episode of Trailer Park from 2C3 Pod, also known as Two's Company 3's a podcast. Indeed. You can certainly find us on all of those platforms we mentioned at the top of the episode. Links are all down below. Like this video if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, also like it. Why not? Help us out a little bit.
No, exactly. And if you want to get in contact with us, of course, all social medias, 2C3 Pod, just search us there. Same for the podcast platforms. 2C3 Pod, you'll find us everywhere. But most importantly, where do we stream our podcast live every week?
We stream our podcast live every single week over at twitch.tv/2C3pod live. If you would like to join in and be a part of that episode where we do interact with you directly, of course, and all of the friends that are in there, get amongst it. Get amongst the chat and talk amongst yourselves in there as well. We greatly appreciate that. Influence the show on what we talk about as well. Obviously, keeping it movie and TV related. We do have a theme each week of what we want to know about, what your favorite or non-favorite or thing you're looking forward to is. Just be mindful of that. But as always, my name is Dylan, and with my co-host
Mitchell, and do not forget, we are Two's Company, and you are the podcast.